Hi writers, and welcome in a new graffiti video. But before starting a new graffiti video, I have to complete the previous graffiti video. Welcome in my life. If only the real life was a time-lapse. However, today's project is definitely special, because I'm gonna paint with a lot of writers from different countries all over the world, but of course not in real life. I'm really excited about that, and I'm also really late about that, because tomorrow is the day of the deadline. Big up to the guys that are organizing this. They have an Instagram account where they will upload all the pieces that the writers from all over the world are doing. Word wall stylers. Guys, you had a wonderful idea, and thanks a lot for involving me. But now I'm late. Oh, and guys, you should be really proud, because you made me, Mr. Cheap Vent, buy proper cans. Fuck! But of course I will also use some wonderful bucket paint. Hell yeah, no wall cars today, but only chill painting at the Hall of Fame. So, today's spot will be the first one of the wall. I am the first painting here since this wall had a gem on its surface, the Back to the Style graffiti gem, and I'm the first writer that is gonna paint over that gem painting, not under pressure at all. At the end of the video I will show you all the pieces. So if you want to watch till the end, you will see all the pieces that are on the wall right in this moment. But now it's time to paint. Actually, it's time for some planned stomping first, because I don't have any tool to cut them. Always nice and professional, as me and Mr. Goke like it. Anyways, it's late. So let's make the sketch. You can't properly see from this angle, but the right stick of the V is too thick, so I will make it a little bit thinner, and then I will continue. Maybe from here you can see a little bit better. I just hope that no car will hit you, dear writers. I'm almost done with the sketch. I just need another color to refine some details, like that arrow, which is definitely too long, and then I'm done. You can't see and read that much because there's still the old piece readable. Leaving out that, I had a lot of fun because I sketched starting from a paper sketch, but then I started to freestyle a little bit some elements like this not physical arrow, the arrow at the bottom, which I still don't know right in this moment if it's gonna be physical or not, but whatever. And in general I sketched a little bit more free than usual, and it's fun, I have to say. So now I will sit a little bit here, eating something. Even if I'm late, taking some breaks is affordable, because 90% of today's piece is gonna be painted with spray cans. And I don't know why I put the phone that lower compared to me, but whatever. Buon appetito, dear writers! Sì, è buono, veramente buono. Grazie, mamma. Okay, lunch break done. It's time for the background, and this time I will not use bucket paint, because the color scheme chosen by the organizers is this one that you're seeing right now, and as you can see, the only allowed coat of background color is the black, and I don't have black bucket paint. I decided to make this background with cheap cans, trash ones. So if I use these two cans completely, this coat of background will cost me 6 euros, which is not cheap, but today's piece is not gonna be cheap for sure. Anyway, before doing that, today's star guest is the tape. I've never used the tape before, so it's gonna be a bit of a challenge, I guess. The purpose is to make a gigantic arrow. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it freehand. I was forgetting my mask. background, I mean the cut of background is done, and man, it was the most expensive background that I can remember in terms of primer cut of background. Now I have to fill that arrow with bucket paint, and then basically I'm gonna outline that arrow because, you know, you can't be that precise with the bucket paint. Let's give it an outline. Okay, no, the bucket paint is terribly ugly. I will replace it with that color. At least with those uniform color, the spray paint should cover really well. I always forget my fucking mask, then I start breathe wonderful spray paint, then I remember, oh, I have a mask to prevent me to get sick. Professional vent. I also added these little cracks. Now it's time for the filling. Okay, I really have a problem with colors. I made a try because I have different greens since the color scheme is green. But anyway, I still don't know which color use. So at the end I think that I'm gonna use all the colors. So let's go.
If I wanted to kill somebody, I'd take this book and beat you to death.
Okay, filling done. It's nice, I have to say, the filling, also the effects that I made, which was not that obvious because I never make some effects, because I never paint with spray paint the filling of my pieces. Whatever, I'm a little bit, to be true, a lot stressed and burned out because of tons of mosquitoes that are over there, but I have to finish today because tomorrow is the deadline, so you will be sorry, writers, if I will be not talking that much to you, but I want to finish this and take a picture. I want the fucking winter painting with the cold weather, no mosquitoes, no nothing, just you and the wall, because normal people is at home warming themselves. I want to be alone in the fucking streets. What a misanthropy I am, or misanthropist, I don't know. Let's do it. Shadow. Yo writers, I'm completely burned out and annoyed by these fucking mosquitoes. However, the piece is done, a lot of arrows are done, so it's time to show to you how 5 hours of painting with spray cans only, because the bucket paint failed, but don't tell this to anyone. However, how these hours of painting look like. But as always, let's analyze it. And let's start as always from the balancing, that this time is similar to one of the pieces that I painted recently on this channel, the one of the video that is linked over there. Basically in these pieces I'm not searching for symmetry as I usually do. The structure is different because there is one structured letter, the V. From it start all the structures, or I don't know, scaffoldings that sustain all the weight of the other three letters. As I said in the beginning, I sketched a little bit more free in this case, because the little arrow which is at the bottom, well, it's really nice, but a super scientific and straight following the rules vent wouldn't have done it, but I found out also experimenting new structures like that you have to enjoy the process, you have to have fun, so I did it. There is only a big mistake, just one, and I guess that you can see it already. Well, the E is too fucking big. An enormous regret, I have to say, because this piece is wonderful in my opinion. The V is supposed to be the biggest letter and also the thickest, but the E is fucking up everything. If it was a little bit smaller, well, it would have been perfect. Well, about the letters themselves, I like all the letters. The V is really nice, especially at the bottom part, because as you can see there are two layers. The first one with a small arrow with a little oval at the bottom, and there is another layer that starts from the left stick and then goes behind the letter itself, this oblique stick, and then it becomes the structure that sustains the letters with the arrow. The structure is really strong also because it creates sort of an arc. This gives it much more strength. Well, the E itself is not bad, it's just too big. The N is nice, in my opinion it's just a little bit too tight, but for a couple centimeters. The T is pretty classic. In my opinion there is a mistake, because the T is completely touching the N, without any part of outline visible between the N and the T here. So the mistakes are two, not just one, but it's okay. About the color scheme, well guys, maybe it's one of the first time here on this channel that I bring a color scheme complex like this one. I'm really proud, because this piece about the colors, in my opinion, is perfect. On this point, yes, I searched for symmetry. I don't know if it was the best choice, but the final result is good, so I think so. Also, the background is really nice. I completely freestyled it. The original purpose of this background was without these cracks, but they are quite nice, especially on the left part. So guys, this is it. Now, Vent from the Past, as promised, will show you the other pieces on this wall, and see you next time. First one, Fresh Love, Rota from Wild Boys, one of my favorite not Italian writers, Most from Germany, Doves from GMK Crew, Zmek, one of my favorite Neapolitan writers, I have to say, Music from Diaz UHT, and next to him a Diaz Crew piece, Incredible Character by Shot from Diaz. One of the international guests of Back to the Style Graffiti Jam was Beat, with a ton of arrows. Zeus, one of the local writers, in combination with Y Walls. Cato, old school writer from the north of Italy. Snow White, is it Snow White? I think she is, by Dicky. Coso, another local guy, one of the organizers of the jam. This is Kale Stylemaster from New York, massive respect. This is Mind, this time an Italian guest from the north of Italy, one of the old school writers of Milan, in collaboration with Lume that made the skull. Tres, which wrote Donti. Effe, in collaboration with Yele, two female writers, as you can see from Pussy Power, wrote over here. Another super international guest, Debza. My favorite piece of the whole jam from Riot. Hurto, or Urto, as we say in Italian, without the H, another local guy. Nos, from GMK Crew. Cuomo, for me, is a genius. I really love his pieces. Feno 185, or Fino in English, but he's Neapolitan, so it's Feno. Moaz from Cosm. Oh, it's me. And last but not least, maybe we have Erasares